Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to Table Talk Thursday. I'll be flying solo tonight. We were going to have our stylist Jess with us here, but she wasn't feeling well, and I also had counseling tonight to make me less crazy. So next week Jess will be joining me, and we'll have some girl time. So tonight, first off, remember this is live taping. We post as soon as we're done. So whatever you get from me is whatever you get. But starting this month, and we just kicked off this week, is our relationship series. And what we'll be doing is we'll be talking about all types of relationships, both sexual relationships, intimate relationships and friendships, intimate relationships with significant others, family, siblings, parents, everything. Single mamas, single daddies, and parents who are married or with their significant other. We haven't forgotten about you. We're actually doing an entire month devoted to parenting. So tonight I kind of just wanted to talk about the basis of the start of relationships, because I feel like there's so many different avenues that we could take this. So I got my handy notes here. So for example, there's acquaintances. There's people that you BS around with at work, but there's no relationship outside of there. Even at church, how often do we go to church and we say, yo, what's up, Joseph, or yo, what's up, Mary? But we don't ask them how they are. We don't ask them to hang out. Then there's best friends, the people that we've known for years and years. My best friend is part of our creative team. I call her and talk to her almost every single day. There was actually about a year and a half where her and I spent every single day together. So we have best friends. There are lovers and significant others in our lives. There's people that are there to fill a need, and we screw for one night and then we never see again. Then there's our family, our parents, our uncles, our aunts, our kids. There's people in our lives that we can't get rid of. You can't get rid of your family. I mean, you could choose not to talk to them and get rid of them that way, but they're still your blood. And then one of my biggest things that I always try to remember is that there are people in our lives that are there for just a season. That season could be for a day or two to help us, give us a word of encouragement or a word from the Lord, or it could literally just say, hey, I'm thinking about you, and then we never see them again. And then seasons can go for 3 or 4 years, and then that person kind of just moves on in their life. I just recently experienced something that myself, I had a friend and someone that I cared about very much for a very long time, and I realized the season is over. Time to move on. No harm, no foul. Wish them well. But there's an intimacy level that can't be exceeded. So I say all that to say, we were created for community. We were created for relationships. Anything aside, even taking religion out of it, we need people in our lives. Even if you say, I don't need nobody, I'm going to be up on a mountain with me and my dog. No, you're not. You would get lonely. And loneliness drives us to do stupid things. So the first thing that we have to admit to ourselves is that we need community. If we're talking on the religion side or the religious side, God even created community within himself. He created the Holy Spirit as a helper. He has Jesus, his son, and then there's God. So there's even 3 people in one. So there's literally community within him. When he created Adam and the world, and he looked around and he's like, something's still not right. Adam is still not complete. And then he created Eve. And I mean, we all know that women are perfect and that we are the completion to every man. Just kidding. So we have to know going forward over the next couple of weeks that we are designed for people. I think one of the things that we're going to talk a lot about is what those relationships look like. What do good qualities look like? How can we tell if someone cares enough about us to be an intimate friend, or if they're there to be an acquaintance? And there's nothing wrong with having a personal boundary and saying, look, you're not putting any time in this relationship. You're not investing anything in it. So I'm going to have to push back as far as my expectations of where this is going. And there's nothing wrong with asking for more. If you feel like conversation is good and y'all are hanging out, and even with girlfriends, if you're hanging out with your girlfriends and you're saying, hey, I want to go a little deeper. I want you to mentor me, because there's also mentoring relationships. So we're going to start talking about what it looks like to have a healthy relationship. And coming from a woman who's been married twice, I think I have a little bit to say about the romantic side of unhealthy relationships, but I've also been well versed in friendships, to where I've had a lot of friends who loved me and cared about me and put in the effort. And then I've had a lot of friends who, nope, not there. And hopefully I can convince the bestie to come and do a session with me, because her and I went through some stuff where I thought, man, we're never going to be friends again. We're never going to talk again. And we worked through it because it was worth it. So that's about it for today. For your prompt, I want you to start thinking, am I in a season of relationship with someone? Am I just an acquaintance? Who are my best friends? Am I screwing this guy and I shouldn't be? Am I screwing this girl and I shouldn't be? And you better hope she's on birth control. And then what family do I want to grow closer to? Because those are things that I want to hear from you, or that I want you to start thinking about. We want to hear about your relationship stories. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out, week-long story. We want to hear your experiences. We want to get your quotes. So you can text those anonymously or not to 910-554-2181, or you can email us at info.numberx@gmail.com. You can also hit us up online anytime, numberx.org. We're updating the website, so all the stories will be accessible online. That's pretty much it. If you're in the Charlotte surrounding area, you should go visit the French Express in Kannapolis, because they have the best peanut butter mochas. And that's a wrap.